It's no secret that the past couple of years have been disastrous for Hollywood and the entertainment industry. 2022, $500 billion, over $500 billion in market value was lost for a lot of these big entertainment companies. You had disappointments at the box office. You have streaming that's losing billions of dollars each quarter for some of these companies. And at the core of all of it, one of the biggest problems across all of television, TV, streaming, whatever it is, it's the writing. The writing is terrible. No longer is it written by people that might try to be relating to something in life, some sense of normalcy. No, it's written by people that have no clue what the real world is actually like and are constantly pushing an agenda. Well, those writers, despite taking part in destroying the entertainment industry, they've decided, you know what? We need to get paid more. We're not being treated right, even though we're part of the massive problem. We're going on strike. And the WGA, the Writers Guild of America, is officially on strike as of today. Hollywood writers go on strike. Late night comedy shows, including Jimmy Kimmel, hit the hardest. Yes, it's true. The Writers Guild is on strike officially. I think it as of midnight last night, basically, this happened. And what this means, Jeremy, is that essentially all the programs out there that have either weekly or daily content, things like all the late night shows, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, all this stuff, those are immediately getting shut down because they can't do it without the writers writing their jokes for them. Now, things that are in production right now that have already been written, those can still go forward. But from this point forward, no one in Hollywood, none of these union workers are going to be doing any work for writing anything to do with Hollywood productions. Oh, I'm sure everyone's going to be hurting. I'm sure everyone's going to be really sad that we're not getting more writing coming out of Hollywood, at least right now.
At this point in time where we are with entertainment and movies, television, whether it's YouTube, streaming, all of that, Hollywood they're not as important as they were in the past. The impact is going to be so much lesser now than it was 15, 20 years ago when something like this happens. You're not that important, Hollywood. We're not that worried about you. I don't think that this is going to have the impact that they think it will. And it just shows you how talentless these people are. How many people on YouTube just sit there and turn a camera on and start talking? Or even spend a little time doing their own scripts. There's nothing wrong with scripted YouTube videos. There's people out there that are really good at writing out their script, editing all their stuff down, coming up with their own material. And then when they deliver that material, it feels far more authentic because it's coming from the individual who wrote it. Whereas you have people in Hollywood like Jimmy Kimmel who literally can't do their job unless someone else writes their material for them. When you see something like this play out, it exposes how fake a lot of these people are. I don't know how long this could last.
It's tough to tell. The last one that really happened was like 2007, 2008. I don't remember exactly how long that went, but it went a significant amount of time and it delayed a lot of shows. I remember specifically The Office was one show I was watching while it was airing, and that show got significantly affected by the writer's strike. And, the next season was pretty packed because they had a lot of stuff they wanted to fit in. Really, one of the key causes of all of this is streaming. Streaming, I've talked about it a lot. Streaming has fucked up the entertainment industry because it's completely changed how they do business. For years and years, even when Netflix started with streaming, what you had these companies doing, Disney, hey, let's make a TV show for ABC. And you do a pilot, it gets picked up by ABC, blah, blah, blah. And you do it. It's successful. People like it. Well, then not only are you able to sell that series to Netflix and get a bunch of money for the rights to do that, but also it can go into syndication. You can play reruns on TBS or TNT or whatever, and that's another way you make money. The writers can get money from that as well. They can continue to get royalties for things like that. That's no longer happening in Hollywood because now what happens? Disney makes a TV series and they put it right on Disney Plus. Now we talked about how the kind of the fake money moving back and forth, they pay themselves for the rights to do it. That's not real shit. That's not real. That's a company that's instead of selling the rights to someone else and making a bunch of money up front, they're hoping that by putting it on their streaming service that more people will stay subscribed to them.
Right.
And they've realized that is a losing business when there's this many streaming services, and they're panicking. And the writers are panicking too because they're not getting the same money that they used to from doing all this.